Hello friends, I'm going to make a cute Christmas in July project. I'm using a sled from the Dollar Tree, a transfer from Essential Stencil called from the Cozy Winter Cuddles transfer set. And this is my first Christmas in July project. And I've had this Dollar Tree sled for quite some time in my craft stash. So I'm just taping it off because I only want to paint the top portion of the sled. I want to leave the rest of it in that natural color that I've stained it. So I'm using the color sheepskin, home decor chalk paint in the color sheepskin. And I'm going to paint it. And that's why I taped it off. I didn't want to get any paint on that other part. Now I'm drying it. Get it all good and dry. And now I've got my Paint Couture Dead Flat Top Coat. Oops, no, I decided, no, I'm going to sand it. I sanded it to give it some distressing first. And now I'm going to apply my top coat. I like to add a top coat before I add the transfers. Now, that I've found works best for me. If you have been not having any difficulties and can get your transfers to stick without a top coat, then you keep going for it. So I have this little mouse and I'm going to center it and rub it. Make sure when you use these transfers that where you apply it is where you want it, because once it's down, it's stuck down. And you're just going to work slowly, take your time, lift as you go, and if you feel any resistance, just lay your transfer back down and rub some more. And now I'm just taking that same top coat and I'm going over the top of it. I don't know if that's necessary, but I like to seal mine. And I'm going to dry it. And now I've got my Bare Dark wax, and I'm going to add some more distressing to it. Now, you would not have to do this step if you don't care for this look, or the sanding part of it. It's just the look I like. So you will be inspired to do whatever you enjoy creating. So now I just have a piece of seam binding and a piece of lace, and I'm going to make a quick little small bow. This is such a just a little fun, simple idea project. And you can make this to go on your tree. If you like the bigger ornaments on your tree, you could put it in a little vignette on your tier tray, a dough bowl, whatever you like. Trim it up and kind of fluff it out. And I'm just going to glue it to the top there. Now, this sled did have a hanger on it, just like a jute rope hanger, and I took it off. So I'm trimming up my bow. And then I've got some greenery here, and I like to buy the wreaths from Hobby Lobby because you can get so much. It actually winds up being cheaper because you can cut so many, cut them apart and add them to things. So I like to do that. So I just cut a couple pieces of the greenery, and then I had that pick that had some pip berries on it that I cut off and wrapped them around something to get the little curly look. And I'm just gluing it to the top. And then I'm going to add the little berries in there. And then I'm gonna, because I took the jute rope out, I have some of this rusty wire, and I believe it's either 20 or 22 gauge. I'm not positive which. I get it from Factory Direct. And I just cut a piece off, and I'm gonna feed it through the hole and kind of take a pair of pliers and make some little, kind of twist it around the pliers to get it to stay. And then I'll add a couple of little curly cues. And then feed it through the other side and adjust it how tall I want it. And kind of trim it up. Now you could add ribbon, you could add jute rope back on there and add some beads to this, whatever you like. I just preferred the wire. So there you go, my little hanging. And then instead of a button, this pick also had some bigger berries on it, and I thought that would look cute. So I glued it to the center, and there you have it, this cute little simple ornament, whatever you have, hanging project for Christmas. This is Robin with Zimmies Simple Designs. Thank you for watching.